Okay, so we're going to do some restorative poses, and I'm using a strap and I'm using cushions from my sofa. You can use pillows, you can grab a towel, or anything that can help you in some of these stretches. This is just a short video. So you're going to use whatever cushions you can, put them directly at your tailbone, and then lay back. And if you don't have cushions that are long enough, you'll need something behind your head, like a block or another cushion. And you can come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining, feet together, arms out wide. So this video is meant to encourage you to hold these poses for about 1 to 3 minutes. So if you have a timer, you can set a timer. When working with restorative, you want to definitely hold a pose long enough. So if it becomes uncomfortable, that's when you'd change the position of your feet, knees knocked together. Breathing as you like, or perhaps tapping into Ujjayi breath. Once you're done with that, we'll come to our back and get your strap or a rolled up towel. Not a rolled up towel, a regular towel. We're going to use the wall again, so lay back on your mat or your rug and place your left foot along the baseboard. And then the strap goes around the fleshy ball mount part of your foot, so you can see it's not in the middle of my foot where the sole is. I'm going to use my left leg on the wall, and you want to move your hands up or down the strap so that you're relaxed at your neck, throat, shoulders. You don't want to feel like you're holding on the reins of a horse for dear life. So just relax. Place your hands where you're comfortable, but feel the strength of your left leg as you let the right hamstring begin to open. And again, you'll hold that position, and then the next one would be leg out to the side. So you can use your left hand as an anchor on the ground, or sometimes you need to place it on top of your left hip or thigh so that your glutes are both still on your mat. Using core to come up, we'll come the other way into a twist. So you're going to scoot yourself slightly to the right as you turn your left toes to the left. You can keep your right leg bent or straight, and the strap will help assist you, as well as your hand can lengthen the right hip away from you, but also stretch into the IT band of this right leg here. You can bend and straighten a few times, or just stay still. You want your shoulders, both of them, on the ground along with your head. And you'll just switch sides. You might need to scooch down towards the wall to find your right foot on the wall. And then turn on that leg. So what that means is press from the heel, feel the glutes and quad turn on also, and walk your hands up or down the strap or your towel so that you're comfortable. And let all 5 toes flex towards your face as well, not just the big toe side. You can imagine your breath like an elevator moving from the heel to the glute, back and forth. And taking the leg out to the side, again, maybe using your hand as an anchor, making sure you're rooted underneath each of your glutes. After 1 to 3 minutes, or even 5, you'll take the twist. So you'll use the strap, keeping your left leg straight or slightly bent, using your hand to lengthen the hip away from the shoulder if that's comfortable, and just find a place to settle in to hold this twist and stretch as long as you like. Pressing your foot into the wall, using your core to lift the leg. So we're going to grab a block for this one. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can come back to your cushions. But to get into legs up the wall pose, you want to scooch all the way so that both sit bones find the wall. And then you'll turn to your back. so that your sacrum, the backs of your legs, your heels are up the wall. And this is a great restorative pose. It's an inversion if regular inversions like on your head don't work for you. It's also nice to place a brick under your sacrum in this legs up the wall. A lot of people like to end their classes this way. Instead of traditional shavasana, they'll go to the wall. And you can also use the wall to open up the thighs and hips again. So once you get into these shapes, you want to stay within them long enough so that the first time you're in it, you might not feel so relaxed. That's why we hold these for a long time. So I'm just giving you some options to do at home. And then to get out of this pose whenever you do, you remove the block and walk the feet down the wall slowly. We don't want to just flop over. And then you'll come up. And this is something else nice to do at the wall, seated Sukhasana in neutral spine. So the back of the head, the area between the shoulder blades, the back door of your heart, and your sacrum are at the wall. So I'm demonstrating that there's just space for my fingertips behind my back. You can also use this as a side stretch opportunity, leaving your head and the rest of your spine against the wall. Worry less about the top hand touching. If it does, that's great. You can use it to open up the pec. Lots of things you can do. And then in this little bit of a rounded spine, I'm pressing my right hip strongly to the wall, along with my left hip. Take the other side, switch the cross of your legs to even out, reroute to the wall, those 3 points touching, sacrum between the shoulders and the back of your head. And again, don't worry about if the top arm touches or not. Let your head reach back if possible. And shift your gaze in a way that feels good for you. In that same stretch, you can have your arms straight or bent. Left hip to the wall for sure. And then just settle back against the wall, staying as long as you like. So thanks for practicing some poses with me again, and I hope that you enjoy.